How's it going, everyone? Justin Smither, the Director of Recruiting for Touchdown Alabama. Thank you guys so much for joining me today on our YouTube channel. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well as subscribers. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified when we drop content on our YouTube channel. Today, I'm here to provide a breaking recruiting news update as the Crimson Tide just picked up a verbal commitment from four-star linebacker Dawson Merritt out of Blue Valley High School in Kansas. When you take a look at Merritt's game, he fits the exact mold that Kalen DeBoer and the Crimson Tide's defensive coordinator Kane Womack are going after at that linebacker position, specifically at that wolf position, those outside linebackers who are athletic guys who can play well in space, and Dawson Merritt fits that profile to a T at about 6'3". He's a long guy with very long arms, violent in the open field, really good in space, eats up space really quickly, can rush from the edge, can play off the ball. So he's a versatile linebacker. Like I said, whenever I talk about Alabama recruiting linebackers, just programs recruiting linebackers in general, more of these Power 5 programs are going after these type of linebackers. I think the days of those big buffy linebackers are kind of behind us. You want long athletic guys at the linebacker position now. The Crimson Tide sort of have those guys on their roster right now. When you take a look at Lawson, take a look at a Jahad Campbell, those are not really those big buffy type of linebackers. Those guys are strong, of course, but they're a little bit more leaner than the linebackers of linebackers in years past and football in general. So the Crimson Tide are continuing to go after those type of linebackers at the outside linebacker position, that wolf position that is going to be in Kane Womack's defense, but also off the ball at the inside linebacker position for the Crimson Tide as well. So the Crimson Tide landing Merritt is huge. He picked the Tide over Nebraska, with down to those two programs before ultimately choosing the Crimson Tide on today. Like I said, the Tide got him on campus for those unofficial visits and seemed as if they was going to prioritize him from that very moment. It was one picture he took from that first visit where I think the entire Alabama recruiting staff and several coaches were taking a picture with Dawson Merritt and his dad, who is a guy who's going to train Merritt the right way. Because if you guys don't know, I talked about this on a recent episode of the process where I broke down Merritt. His dad is actually a defensive backs coach for the Kansas City Chiefs. So Merritt is going to be taught the right way. And I think it kind of shows in his game that he's getting trained the right way in space because of the way that he can play in coverage. I think that's one of the shining points of his game as well. He's a outside linebacker prospect who can rush from the edge, defend the run, of course, rushing from the edge, also defend the run as an inside linebacker playing off the ball, but he also can drop back in coverage and looks really comfortable there. And I think that really points to the fact that, this guy's dad is an NFL defensive backs coach. So the Crimson Tide landing this guy is huge for so many different reasons as Kalen DeBoer continues to push forward with this impressive 2025 recruiting class, who's making a statement this summer that they are going to indeed push for the '1 recruiting spot across multiple recruiting sites in this 2025 recruiting class. I think Merritt pretty much stamps that for the Tide. But as always, thank you guys so much for joining me. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well. More coverage on Merritt and the Crimson Tide recruiting can be found at touchdownalabama.com, of course, and on our Facebook page, Twitter. Make sure to check out all of our social media sites as well. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. As always, I am Justin Smith, the Director of Recruiting for Touchdown Alabama.